Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Legionnaires and the Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Legionnaires head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Owls ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Knight. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He'll try it again. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first and 10 from the 29. Iamaleava on the play action. Quickly to the tight end. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. It's the Legionnaires come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Iamaleava. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Run in the red zone. It's Knight. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Looking for the score. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Gonna run it. It's Young. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Quickly complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Back swinging for the goal line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. Fourth down, Lewis. Wide out trying to get it in. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
On the ground, it's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's the Legionnaires who will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Opening snap in this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Running inside, it's Young. Can't get him to the ground. Got enough for the first. Racing down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Lewis to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Owls will call on their punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Legionnaires offense ready to get things started on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pocket breaking down. On target. Could not make his way to the corner.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now Iamaleava throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their play make...
Maybe a crease. The tag! Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. It's the Legionnaires send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Throwing, Lewis. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Just feeds the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Owls decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's going to get loose. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that...
Here's a little room there. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Lewis. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Pulls it in with one hand. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lewis to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Lewis to throw. Going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They boot it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Iamaleava throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. Makes a grab on the right. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at the away team, taking on the number 1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the away squad coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
This team is now red hot. 3 consecutive victories and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. The noise level is relentless here on second down. In the red area, it's Knight. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. It's the Legionnaires will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Legionnaires! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Lewis. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He put some heat on that one down the middle.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And the Owls will line up to punt it away. And he pumps it up inside the 20. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That return is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Looking to the big tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Legionnaires! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, certainly. He puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away, nowhere to go.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The run inside. It's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Iamaleava sets up the screen. breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Legionnaires! And the stomping has commenced.
And I don't think you can out-throw this guy. I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can. Palmer, I don't think you had the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and gets it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, David? Just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field. That was just an easy fly route for the fastest player on the field, and, man, he makes the defense pay.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the counter, finding open areas. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third-down situation.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down will open up the final period. Lewis fires to the big fella. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing.
Could be an alley. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Play action with Lewis. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, They barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
It's complete. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Legionnaires offense ready to get things started on this drive. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
It's the Legionnaires who will send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Under fire! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. He wants a big play here late. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
A first down run on the doorstep. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Young. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.